I want to show you guys something that's actually changing how I go about work online, and that's the browser that I'm using right now. Now, AI browsers have become this big buzzword lately, and everyone's adding features in it AI native, but most of them are either tech demos, they're built power users, or they're just bolting AI onto their existing browser without kind of rethinking the whole system and focusing on privacy or security, or really just making it actually feel like the next thing, the next generation of engaging with the internet, as opposed to an AI feature in your normal browser. Also, this is 2025. We live in a world of AI generated scams, deep fakes, malicious links, impersonations, dead internet theory, and that's actually dangerous to a lot of people, maybe you out there. And so in this video, I want to take you through the Neo AI browser. Neo was built by the Norton team. You're probably familiar with them. They're a company that's been protecting people online, so work in the online security space for decades. They have 80 million users spanning 150 countries. This is not a startup. This is not just another ish browser. This is a truly safe AI native browser that is built from the ground up with Norton's WebShield technology at its core. And so WebShield is foundational to this browser in addition to AI, and it monitors and tracks the risks and threats out there on the internet, and that includes deceptive AI-generated malicious links and malware. And so you basically get enterprise level protection built for this new era where AI and humans are out together on the internet, on social media, etc., and used by most of us and also the bad actors out there. And so with Neo, you can browse better. This is an AI native browser, but also in a browser that you can actually trust. And that's the other critical component here. And that in mind, we're going to dive into my computer. I'm going to give you a debrief over the next few minutes of the platform and the core AI features and what I like about it personally. So we're going to walk through how it works in real time. It includes things like the magic box, AI side panel, summarization, the peak feature, and more than that. Now, if you want to follow along and see what it's like as you're watching this video, Neo is completely free for everyone with no premium tier and no possible subscription. There's no upsell in here. It's free. If you want to try it out and download it, go and do so. And then as you're watching this video, you can try out the features as well to get comfortable with the platform, because it is a little bit of a different way of engaging with the internet. So you can go to neobrowser.ai to download it right now. It's available on Windows and Mac, and mobile is coming soon. So go grab that, again, completely free, and let's take a look at an AI native, actually safe browser. So let's jump into my computer, and I'll start by just showing you what the browser looks and feels like as a user. So this right here is the home page. So a similar feel to something like Chrome or another browser that you're familiar with. I definitely like the UI here. It does feel very clean, and we have some information like, for example, the weather in my location. And the big difference here that you'll notice off the bat is this search box. This is the so-called magic box. It's the centerpiece, kind of how you start to engage with the AI part of the browser. And one difference you may note is you don't see a URL at the top of the page here. So you do get a little bit of a simplified feel in that way, but we can access web pages through the AI agent through the magic box. So let's say I want to go to wikipedia.com. You can see a little search engine in here. So I can go and I can actually enter wikipedia.com. And so I can see that I'm on Wikipedia, but if I press on that, I go back to this magic box, and I can do more than just search for websites. I can also talk to the browser itself. So I can say, hey Neo, I want to do some research on small modular reactors. What websites would you recommend? And so I can open that in a new tab, and I can go and have a conversation directly in the browser. So if you want to preserve just going to a website through a normal browser, you can do so, or you can use the magic box to just have a conversation in real time in natural language with the AI. And so in this case, it's given me 5 different places I can go. And for example, I could click on this article right here, and that'll open in the new tab. This is also just the part of the magic box, and this I think is a underappreciated difference between this and normal browsers. You can directly upload files and include that in your conversation or in the search itself. So this right here is a recent paper that's really impressive. Let's say I want to understand this. All I do is I upload the file, and then I say, help me understand this and find results that explain some of the underlying core concepts. And let's see what that does. Okay, so what it did is it summarized the key concepts, why they're important, and then gave me actual sources I can go to read more about the paper. But let's say I want to read one of those sources, right? Where does the AI go? But I find often base sources combined with AI is the best way to kind of interact and learn with AI. And so this ties into kind of the magic box, but integrated in other ways into the browser through the AI side panel. And so let's say I want to go read this Cornell paper. I have no idea what this means, but what I can do is click Neo Chat in the top right. So what I do is I still see this tab on the left. I can press View PDF right here, but then I also in this split screen view have this AI side panel right here. So what I can do as I'm reading this, and let's say I don't understand a certain part, I can screenshot that, I can drop it in here and say, help me understand this image. What is it trying to represent? So this side panel helps me while I'm browsing other web pages, still have access to the agent and to learn better, to check my work for errors if I'm creating a document or some kind of presentation, and so on. Just your AI assistant, your browser, there for you while you're browsing. As an example of that, say I'm here in Google Slides. I think this is a presentation that was in a previous video about economics. You can see that in the AI side panel, there are actually proactively constructed questions that the browser came up with that I may want to know and it thinks I may want to ask or learn about based on the contents of the slideshow, like what are the key properties of indifference curves. And you can see it says one context right here. So what it's doing is it's using the context of the page, and then I can, without even uploading an image, say something like, hey, how can I make this slide better? So it's actually referencing, without me having to upload anything, what I'm doing and the actual elements of the slide. And you know what? Yeah, I do want you to create that. It's gonna actually make a mock-up for me of the improved. Okay, and here we can see the generated image, so understanding demand and elasticity. And this is, I think, genuinely an improved version of what's currently on the slide. And so the browser itself can create images in addition to text to support. And I can go ahead, copy that image and paste it in the slideshow. Okay, now something else you may have seen already at the top here is the way the tabs are organized. Personally, I am really bad at organizing tabs, so I think this is a great addition, period. And the way this works is AI. It's the same AI powering the browser. And what it does is it automatically organizes tabs for you. So it's smart tab grouping, categorizing slides as work. Under science, we have this article, this PDF that we looked at. Technology, the SMR article that we looked at. And then under Neo, you can see I can click on this to open or close it. We have the 3 open tabs here. So this gives you a super intuitive way to manage your tabs and just overall be more productive on your computer, period, because we've all been there with having 115 different tabs open and losing them and so on. And you can also have some control there if you want, so you can go in, ungroup them, have a new tab in the group, or move the group. For example, I can drag out science, so science is its own window. Okay, next I want to show you another productivity-oriented feature that stands out to me that uses AI. Okay, now this next feature is productivity-oriented as well through AI, and it helps you better understand the context and quickly scan through results to find out the information you actually want. So let's say I want to become a better YouTube creator. I want to make better YouTube videos. Well, let's say, like you normally would on a standard browser, search how to make better YouTube videos. You can see your search results right here, so all the articles. And each of these has different tips, right? But which one's the best one? What do I want to actually take the time to read through? Well, if I hover over any result, you'll see the Neo icon right here. And there's 2 parts to this feature. There's peek and summarize. So for peek, and this is what I prefer, is I can press on this little eye and it'll pull up this clean pop-up of the contents of the article, so I can quickly scan through. I can see whether I want to actually click into it and really read through the article. That's number 1. And then number 2 is summarize. So I can click on summarize, and AI, the browser itself, will actually summarize the article for me. And so here, instead of having to read through the whole article, I can just see the actual tips. So plan your video, create a storyboard, film your video with good lighting, edit and add effects, just basic things. And based on the summary, I can decide if I want to go ahead and actually click into and read through the article. Okay, and so this next feature focuses on the thing we probably spend most of our productive time on the internet doing, which is writing. And so let's pop into Gmail. And so let's say we're writing an email to a prospective client and we're updating them, for example, on the service contract or the offer. So what I can do is I can say service offer, maybe for advertising. Now you can see that as I'm writing, this little Neo icon pops up. If I press on that, I'll see this pop up which says describe what you want to write. And so this is the natively integrated typing assistant. So for anything you want to create or type, it's there for you. I can say I want to detail a service offer for a prospective client. I'll click enter, and you can see it out the whole thing for me here. I'll click accept, that was inserted into the email. And then I can just go through here. I can swap out client company name for the client, and same with the other information in the template. So that right there is super useful. So it pulls the context from the tab. It does that intelligently for you. And of course, your tabs are organized in your little email smart grouping up here while you do it. So we've looked at a lot of different features, and the last thing I want to speak to here is just these working together. Each one in its own would be an add-on to a normal browser, but when they all work together and when you start to actually use the browser, they build into just a fundamentally different way of engaging with the internet. One that is more productive, more useful for you, or whether you are watching YouTube videos or Netflix or playing games or having fun or whatever it is that you do on the internet. And so AI is the next paradigm shift of browsing, of how we engage with the online world. And there you go. Those are some of my favorite features from the Neo browser. Now I want to take a moment to expand on the security side of this. So when you use an AI feature in the Neo browser, like summarizing an article or checking if a site looks risky, Neo might send a minimal secure snippet of that data to the cloud so the feature can work properly. And that only happens when you choose to use it. Other than that, all chat data is stored locally. So if you turn on sync, it's backed up to the cloud using full end-to-end encryption with a client-generated key. That means the company does not have access to it. And if you don't turn on sync, then again, it's all stored locally. The only exception is memories, which are encrypted and stored in the cloud so they can stay linked to your conversation context. And you can also view, edit, or delete those anytime, or just opt out completely for maximum privacy. And when Neo taps into external AI models, your data is handled under strict privacy contracts. Those providers are not allowed to store it or use it for fine-tuning, and that's one of Neo's biggest advantages over traditional AI tools, in that your data is used for the task you requested, and that's it. It's never used to train other AI models. We've walked through a lot of what Neo can do. That's the magic box, understand intent, the AI side panel, peek and summarize for quick credibility checks, typing assistant, and smart tab grouping. And all of that, again, is kind of quietly built on top of the level of security with WebShield. And one cool thing I want to double click on there is configurable memory. Neo things like, hey, I have a trip coming up and I want you to remember the dates for it. And then if you want to reference that in searches in the future, it'll actually pull on that previous context. And then what's really cool about that is if you want Neo to forget something, it can do so well. Just say, hey, I don't want you to remember this. And in line with Norton's level of enterprise grade security, all the memory is on device. It's not getting sent to the cloud. It's not getting stored elsewhere. And ad block is built in. I love that personally. So you're not on a bunch of websites seeing a bunch of ads. And that's one of those little things that does really positively impact your experience as a user. Now, again, the best part here is this is completely free. This is an AI native browser that's completely safe, that's designed for everyone. So you get all the features and protection for free. And so there's no risk to download it if you haven't already. Just play around with it. I think you'll like it, so you can go to neobrowser.ai to go download that for Mac or Windows right now. That is Neo by Norton. So overall, I think we're finally there. I think we're seeing AI hit its mainstay in this suite of platforms and browsers that are natively integrated and built from the ground up with this kind of technology, as opposed to features kind of inserted on top of a pre-AI system. So I'm using it. I hope you guys have fun with it as well. And that said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.